that picture to Allie. She's like, this is so sad.
I can't see anybody, but that's okay.
Still want to turn up on Halloween, but I have homework.
That's all right. There's not much to see here.
Like,
Am I doing? Yes, I do have the right quiz open. That's a good
Quiz,
start. I couldn't tell
quiz
if I did
14?
it or not. Yep.
It's the group quiz. I've been
No, I
known
know.
to ask the other quizzes too. I've done that.
All right.
That's okay, guys. I'm sitting here eating my kids' Halloween candy, so.
And you're out there in California. How do they already have Halloween candy?
My brother-in-law does the sheriff's haunted house, so they went and got
You're gonna have to switch it before we go.
the trunk or treat for the church. And,
Getting away with
Like
it.
Oh, very cool. I guess that makes sense.
yeah, we don't go out trick or treating because there's too many crazies out there, around here. So
Does anyone go trick or treating there in California?
yeah, lots of people do, but we just don't.
Yeah, Jay.
Can you guys see me okay?
Yep.
Because I can't see anybody, and I'm just kind of like,
That's because my camera's off.
Yeah, I keep my camera off usually to protect my bandwidth.
There, is that better, Susan?
there we go. I can see you.
I just didn't want you guys to see me stuffing my face with M&M's.
That's okay.
Well, when we can't see it, that's all we assume you're doing, so it's okay. All right, you guys have your quiz open?
Yes.
See,
All right.
Yep.
All right, down here at question 3, it says, in an ANOVA hypothesis test, we reject the null when there is sufficient evidence to indicate at least one mean is different from the others.
true.
And I got, yep, true is what I have.
Yes, that's what I put. Sorry, my brain.
You're good. All right, number 4, what requirements need to be checked when performing an ANOVA hypothesis test?
I have data in each group are normally distributed, and variances are equal in each group.
I know that's,
Go ahead.
I didn't think they all had to be equal. They all had to be within a certain range, but I didn't think they all had to be equal.
Well, in the book, I do have that. Oh, where is that? I've got it here somewhere.
Well, it does talk about the variance in the summary, number 6 in the summary at the end of the book or the end of the chapter. It says the data are normally distributed in each group. The largest variance is not more than 4 times the smallest variance.
Yes.
okay, so the variances don't have to be equal.
No,
but sample
that's gonna
means
be-
are all positive. I remember that from the YouTube video, the presentation that he gave was he was talking about how the sample means will all be positive.
That's right.
So I think it's the first 2.
Okay.
Better be right, Jared.
I agree,
I mean-
Jared.
If not, you can kick me out of the group. I won't take it too personally. I'll just cry myself to sleep at night.
All
Okay,
right.
question 5. To check if each group is normally distributed, do the following
Construct a QQ plot.
Yeah, that's what I have.
for each one.
We assume the variance in each group is the same if the following happens. Largest.
The largest variance is less than 4 times the smallest variance?
Yes.
Okay.
All right, so would that mean that we'd go back on question 4 and all 3 of those would be checked then?
They don't
No.
need to be the same because the ANOVA test tests if they're the same.
Okay, you're right. You're right.
So we find out the variance after the test, not before. Okay.
7. An ANOVA hypothesis test is equivalent to conducting independent two-sample t-tests between every pair of samples. If there are 3 samples, there are 3 pairs. Blah blah blah. How many pairs are there when there are 4 samples?
Wouldn't that just be? Oh,
Wouldn't that add? Would that make
it would
it?
add another 3, so it's 6.
6.
Yeah, so it's 6.
That's what I have.
All right, so this one we're going to have to use the soccer shoes spreadsheet.
Are you doing soccer moms, soccer shoes?
Soccer shoes, yeah, not soccer moms.
Well, it's basically the same thing, right?
Yep.
No, you'd be
Nailed it
measuring.
again.
You'd be measuring the level of psycho drugs needed to calm them down.
I don't think there's a scale for that. I don't know that's possible.
Oh, couldn't be any worse than a U of U game.
I disagree. The game was awesome. I mean, we lost, and that was sad. But we were supposed to lose by like 30, and we only lost by 7.
That's a good game.
It was close. It was fun. You guys are trick and
You guys want
treaters.
1 or 2? I have fruit snacks.
2.
You want 2? Okay. They're the good kind. You're welcome. You go.
She giving away a full-size candy bar?
No, fruit snacks.
Werewolf scratch my face.
Oh, shoot, you guys are intense.
Do we add the? Never mind.
Oh, there we go. It just pulled up. So all of A is variable 1.
Yeah.
Okay, sorry. It just pulled up the ANOVA test.
Yeah.
Okay, I got 27.208 for question 8.
Sean
That's
isn't
also
there
what
yet.
I have.
Okay, 27.208. Hey, I've had corrupted
Right off, yeah.
stuff on my computer and it's been a mess with my Excel.
Yeah. I corrected it remotely. Sorry about that. So do we add socks in there as well?
Yes, we do. I was curious about that, but it says, I guess socks is the going to be the control
Variable
Um,
6.
experiment. Yeah.
Cool. So what is the smallest variance for the 6 groups? Around
27.208.
Yep. Fingers don't work very well. Maximum.
What's that, Caleb?
53.
I said, "You got this, dude."
Thanks.
It's hard, but we have faith in you.
That makes one of us. All right.
50,
Number 9.
okay, 53.158.
That's
Yep.
what I got.
Yep.
And then question 10 would be true.
Yes.
I'm not
Yep.
even, guys, I'm not even done with question number 8.
Oh,
Okay.
sorry.
Sorry.
Aren't we supposed
I'm sorry. I started on this earlier because I
We-
know more.
You do the you paste in all that data across for all the variables, and then it tells you it just gives it to you basically. They're not making it as easy on us because they're making all the variables in one column instead of set out for us.
Separated out. Yeah.
Yep. Making us like do a little bit of work. I don't know how I feel about all that.
Yeah. Well, at least they're not making us do it by hand.
I know. I definitely appreciate
Right,
that. I can't imagine taking statistics without
okay,
Excel.
is what the minimum smallest variance? Did you guys get 27.208?
Yes, sir.
For me?
What
A
was
little
that?
bit.
Hey, guys,
Yes, sir.
Yes.
can you hear me now?
Yes.
That's better.
My computer was flipping out.
I'll flip it back.
No, I'm still on number 8 here, but I was trying to find out. Did you guys get the
27.208. Are you there, Sean? Can you hear us?
hey,
Yeah. Yes, sir.
Sean, are you there?
so you guys just got to reboot.
Okay.
Okay.
Here, try
I got to reboot real quick.
try taking the camera off.
Oh boy. Oh, the mess.
Trick or treat.
The other one did. So now he's throwing a tantrum on the porch.
Oh.
Cool, guys. It's a rough life being two.
You should remind him that life only gets more difficult once you pass, the 2, 3, 4 years old.
I
And
know.
school starts.
Like, this seems real rough. Wait until you're an adult.
I know. See, if I could have the understanding I have now and go back to being 5 years old, life would be great.
Right?
Oh. I wouldn't want to go back to my other life at all. When I was a kid.
I was gonna say, what other life are you talking about?
Oh, that was
He's on the
bad
run from
life.
the law.
Her former life as a beetle.
I grew up in Baltimore City. It was not pleasant there.
Oh.
I was lucky to make it out alive.
Wow.
I knew how to roll joints by the time I was 5.
Dang, like Susan has street cred.
Well,
Yeah,
yeah,
she does.
but I raised my kids outside of Baltimore. I was like, when I married my husband, I'm not going back there. So my kids are just nice and pleasant, and everything's wonderful for them.
Okay, so where are we at? Sorry, I left to
Where's Sean at?
We're waiting for Sean right now. He was
gotcha.
at question 8, but like it started spazzing out on him, so he's restarting his computer.
Perfect. So I didn't miss anything. We're good.
Yeah, you're good.
You guys ready for that test this week?
Oh,
Oh yeah, definitely.
Mhm.
No one sounded very confident.
What about you, Jared?
I don't know about that.
I think I'll be okay as long as I don't corrupt my computer, because that's what I've been having a really rough time with. My husband comes home and he goes, "What have you done?" I said, "I'm not getting what they're getting for their answer." And he'll go, "What have you done?" I don't know. I think if I knew.
Yeah, I seem to know enough about computers just to break them.
That's not as useful as you might think.
No, but if I can learn how to fix them, then I'm good.
Well, my husband's good. And I just say, "Take over, look what I've done." And he just fixes it and says, "Do your thing." And as long as I don't corrupt the program, because I've never seen anyone corrupt files as much as you have. I said, "I don't know." But like I said, he's very good with computers.
That could be a compliment. That's impressive.
Yeah. It's not.
So, guys, while we're waiting for Sean, I realize my
Uh-huh.
more suit's on backwards, so I'm going to go change it. I'll be right back.
That's amazing.
If you need to go out like that, I'm like, oh, you go backward.
Problem also is it's very hot in there, and it,
Oh, it gets sweaty.
yeah, and you
Yeah, we
notice
can just watch it or wash it.
sometimes it's like it gets like blotchy.
Oh, you can see it. Oh, that's
No. If I not, you just it's kind of gross.
So, Jared, does your wife have to work like a couple nights a week?
A
312?
lot of nights a week. A lot of nights this. They're understaffed right now. So, for example, this week she's working 5/12s
Oh,
overnight.
my.
What does your wife do
Guys have
again,
kids?
Jared?
She does X-rays and CAT scans.
Yeah.
Oh, gotcha.
Do you guys have kids, Jared?
We do not. We are waiting for me to finish school next year for that. As it is, we don't have time to even really spend time together. So
Oh, I bet. With her working night shifts? I know that.
Mhm.
I know that game. I've done night shifts for many years.
and then like half the time we are home together, I'm
That's good.
Oh, yeah. Oh, yeah.
Are you telling us that you would rather spend time with your wife
Yeah.
and not be on our group meetings? Because I think that's pretty cool.
I mean,
We're pretty great people, Jared.
I'm not arguing how great people you are, but I might be more attached to my spouse than to my study group. No offense.
Yeah.
Well,
None
offense
taken.
taken.
Oh, you're good. Oh.
Susan will be the good person here. I'm basically just not going to talk to you the rest of the night. It's cool.
Oh wow, like I don't know. We're
I was
be
joking.
like that about it.
I'll
No,
talk
that's
to
cool. That's all right.
I mean, if we unaccidentally switch the time of our group meetings so that you can have more time with your wife, it's
Oh,
cool.
That wouldn't help at all.
It'll be
like
better
she's-
for you.
She's at work right now, so
Okay, fine.
So why are they so understaffed out there? They just don't have enough people, or?
they fired a couple of people, and they like 3 months ago, and they
Yeah.
haven't hired anybody else. So she's been working
Oh,
like a minimum of 60 hours a week.
That sounds horrible.
That sounds fantastic.
It sucks, but there's nothing good after that. But it just sucks.
Well, if that butt has two teeth, then it makes a little more sense.
You're right. It does.
All right. How long do you think it takes for a computer to restart?
I'm in.
Hey.
Oh,
Look
there it
at that right there. Boom.
is. Like magic.
Yeah.
Now, if you put that hood on now that it's on the right way, would you be able to see out of it easier, Sean?
No, because it's still that way. There's still red fabric
Okay.
right in my face.
Okay, I didn't know like if they over the eyes they put it where it's supposed to be a little thinner or something like that.
Are you guys all done
So
with the
the
quiz?
reason I
No.
No, we
No.
we stopped when you restarted.
Okay, thank you guys. I sorry my computer started freaking out and decided it needed to update.
Whether you
So-
like it or not.
Well, so I was frantically plugging in the laptop and all of that too. So
Well, it's-
Yeah.
it's-
I'm bringing it back up here. So I should be up pretty quick.
Well, in the meantime, story time really quickly. The reason I actually have the morph suit is one semester up at BYU, Idaho, we had IBC, and somebody thought it'd be a great idea to make Sean, me, be the IBC mascot, and I wore the morph suit with a cape on the back. And the name of our company was Super Smash Balls because we did like the Zorb balls that you did like full contact soccer.
Oh, okay.
So- Somebody thought it'd be a great idea for me to wear that. And so at the end of the semester, we're supposed to either sell everything or give it back. And I was like, guys, I will give you 1 penny for this morph suit because no one else is going to want it. And they gave it to me for 1 penny. So I have this morph suit because I was the team mascot.
There you go.
I was kind of wondering like why you might have just had that, but I was just going to let it go.
I thought about wearing it to the game yesterday or 2 days ago. Two reasons why it's a good thing I didn't. One, it would have been really hot wearing that because it was an afternoon game. It started at 1:30. If it was a nighttime game, it started at 7:30. Probably not a big deal. But yeah, no, that would have been bad.
My daughter went and raided our neighbor. She was moving and she's Oriental, and she went and was dumping things and giving my things to my daughter, and she had a really cute Halloween costume of Oriental. And so she came over here and had some cute pants and stuff, and was all Oriental, and she was doing yoga with her Oriental outfit. And I thought, where'd you get that? That's cute. But she moved away. She gave us a bunch of old Chinese coins too, and I don't know what they were.
How about sentimental value?
Are you kidding me?
No. She's given us so much stuff. It's like my whole garage is packed full of it,
Oh,
and I don't want it. I mean, I'm going to take the snowblower because we need that. I'm going to take the generator because that's cool to have. But the other stuff, I'm like, this is garbage.
Is everything all right there, Sean?
Are we ready?
I hate this stupid thing.
He didn't sound happy.
No, it's deciding, I like the old systems where you can tell it when you want it to update. It's updating all of my office stuff as well. It says it's busy right now. There we go, finally. Okay, inference is coming up. Okay, so what are we on? Soccer shoes, right?
yep.
Yes.
Okay, so did you guys get the lowest variance as 27.208?
Yes.
Yes.
Okay.
And the highest I was 53.158.
Right.
Yes. That's what I got.
The test for equal variances is satisfied for these data. So has
True.
anybody squared any of these?
That's it's true.
Oh, it shows the variance right there.
So it gives us the variance, and so as long as the highest variance is less than 4 times the smallest variance.
Which the highest is just a little under double.
Yeah.
Well, I have a question about that. Still trying to open all my windows where we're going.
Hey guys, I'm having a hard time with the Morse suit, so I'm putting the camera up high so you can't see me. I can't use the hands. So
Just go shirtless. Are you serious?
they can't see me right now.
Okay, so our answer on that one is, oops,
That's a good idea. I'll just turn the camera off.
true.
It's
Oh
on.
my gosh. Can you
All right.
Just his head.
do what? Just kidding.
Okay, so has everybody already done the QQ plots?
I've done those.
I gotta open up my other file.
Yeah, so QQ plots I have true.
That's what I have.
Okay.
So how much past that plot area can we go before we say that it's normal?
I deleted mine. Let me go through and do it again.
I'll be right back.
I believe in you.
Okay.
So if I remember this right, there's supposed to be about 30% beneath and 70% above. Does that sound right to everybody else?
I'm pulling up the textbook real fast.
On a QQ plot? Because like I've got variable 2 sitting here, and there's a stack. There's two little tails that poke up above the line with like 3 data points.
Yeah.
Does that, at what point does that? Obviously, it's not very much because it's, between 0.4 and 0.6 on the one.
Yeah, no, I think, for the most part, they're pretty normal, at least from what I've seen. Because once you sort them, they look like normal QQ plots. Ugh. All right. Are we
So
good
with,
on number 11?
Yeah, I guess most of them are. I guess that's pretty close.
All right. For number 12, we take out the socks and then perform the test again. And what is the p-value? I got 0.309.
Yep.
That's what I got also.
All right.
Is everyone good with that one?
0.309.
Yes, sir.
Yes, sir. That's what I got.
That's what I got.
All right, so for question 13, it says the test statistic for an ANOVA hypothesis test is an F statistic. Is the p-value to the area to the right or the left of the F statistic?
The right.
And it's always to the right on
It's
F
always to the
statistic.
right. That's the easiest question. But that's, I need an easy question.
Right, because it's in the little tail.
Yep.
Hot dog question time.
Yep.
Plus with more QQ plots.
Oh, yeah. All right, 14. Let's examine the calories first.
So we are doing calories.
Yes.
Yes, they changed the calories for this one.
Ooh.
Yeah, this still isn't deterring me from not eating hot dogs.
He says it is or it isn't.
It's not. I still like hot dogs. Especially a solid Dodger dog. Mm. Just a heads up, there are a couple of them that don't have the whole 20, so you might have to go through and delete them.
So do you delete them when they don't have 20?
Not the whole thing, but the last three.
Okay.
Yeah, because you only want the information that they're giving you. You don't want the information from the previous tests.
Oh, yes. Sorry.
You're good.
That will corrupt your file.
It won't corrupt your file, it'll corrupt your data.
Well, yeah, that's what I'm having a problem with.
Oh.
But even when I delete things, it's still, I have problems with my data. So
I believe in
won't
you.
go into that. Now my husband has to come over and fix everything.
Well,
No
I still
fixes
believe in
tonight.
you. All right, let's Q plot this. That's not the right word, but I'm going to stick with it. All right, is everybody showing normal?
For those, I did.
Yeah.
For calories.
No. So I believe it'd be the, oh no, there we come on. Let's go. Oh, come on. My data's being a punk. Yeah, so I'm saying it's the first one. The assumptions have been met. It's safe to assume Each group comes from a normally distributed population from the QQ plots, and we can also assume that the variances are equal.
That's what I put too.
Yeah, that's the one I put.
All right, so real quick, well, in that situation, in what case would we assume that the variances are not equal?
If one of them is random,
Okay.
so if it doesn't line up really well with the Q plot or the
Mhm.
red dot, if it looks how it looks when you just first put it in there and don't sort it, then
Yeah.
you could probably say that the variance is higher or lower and it doesn't match up. It's not
Okay.
guaranteed, but it's more likely.
So are we saying that this one varies too much?
No. For the most part, it sticks along the red bar. For the most part, I already did the ANOVA test, and they are pretty equal.
So the assumptions have been met. It's safe to assume that they come from, we call it, so to be selection number one,
Aye,
Yes.
aye, boss.
right?
Yes, sir. All right, 15. Run
So
an
you said you already
ANOVA
ran
test.
you said you already did the ANOVA test?
Yeah. Yeah, so the variances are all really similar. There's a difference of, two of them are within 500 and one of them is just a little bigger than 600.
Yeah,
So-
so it's within 100, so.
Yeah, they're within 100 of each other, and it's between 508 and 636. So with that, we have insufficient evidence. Wait, we have. What am I trying to say?
If we reject the null, then we say we have sufficient evidence. But if we don't reject the null, then we say we have insufficient evidence.
The only answer that makes sense is the first one, though, because as of right now, we do have the evidence to claim that all three hot dog types have the same mean number of calories according to the ANOVA test.
So it'd be the second hold on. The wording and the double negative stuff of some of these make my eyes go cross
We
sometimes.
do not have sufficient evidence to reject the claim.
Well, I have a question.
Oh, that's right.
Uh-huh.
Okay, the p-value is 3.86 to the -6. And our alpha level is 0.05. And we're below the alpha level, so doesn't that say that they are different? Don't we reject the null saying that the mean calories are different?
Ooh. Why does the
And
test
that's
and the
like-
answer say two different things?
So then we do have sufficient evidence to reject the claim? Because that's the same as like putting
We have sufficient evidence to claim that at least one of the hot dog types has a different mean number of calories than another type.
Well, I had that one, but I don't know if that's right or not.
Yeah, I think it's the last one.
Yeah.
The
Sean
last
agrees.
one, that's what I have, is the last one. You think that's right?
Yeah.
I think so. All right, so now we need to go do our Q plots
Now we
for
go to
sodium.
sodium level.
Okay. Well, the sodium level in the poultry one is out of this world. I mean, it's not on the plot like the other two. Is what I found.
You said poultry. You found that?
The Q plot for that was off.
For poultry,
Yeah, I think it
it's off,
was.
but it's not that bad.
You didn't think it was? I thought it was off.
I mean, it is off, but I don't think it's horrible.
Okay.
I'd still eat a hot dog with that.
And this isn't your school.
So for this one, once again, I'd say that,
I think poultry is pretty close on there.
yeah, I'd say it's okay to assume that each group comes from a normally distributed population, and we can also assume that the variances are equal according to the QQ plots.
Okay.
So is there ever an instance in which each group can come from a normally distributed population, but that we can assume that the variables or the variances are equal?
Yeah,
Yeah.
if the Q plots look weird.
If the Q plot looks weird, then wouldn't it be not normally distributed?
Right.
Or does that mean that the variances are off? Because or not off, but that they're just to the extremes. Because you could have a normal distribution, but just on the high end and also on the low end.
Okay.
I don't know. Does that make sense? Or am I completely wrong there? In my head, it makes sense.
I sincerely don't know. That's why I'm curious.
Well, I have a question. So I don't know, and maybe the question is leading us, but it does say that you should see that the QQ plot for poultry suggests a possible problem with the normality assumption. Then it says, have the assumptions been met to use ANOVA? So I'm just curious. I know the poultry one is the worst.
Mm-hmm.
You know, but it just has that funky little hump down there on the lower one.
What's
But your variances have been met. Am I correct? I mean, they're
Yeah, the variances are there.
okay.
I don't know. I mean, I understand what you're saying, and I agree. And, it is off, but and it's off more than the other ones. I just don't think it's that bad. I don't know. Maybe I'm not a mathematician. Well, I guess I'm not a mathematician, and I don't understand what that bad is or what it should look like. But to me, that doesn't look that bad.
Hmm.
the next
Once
question
again.
has us putting it into the other spreadsheet and doing an ANOVA test on it.
And I finished the quiz, so I can go ahead and submit and see if we got that right or not.
So,
Okay, so the p-value on 17
I got
is,
0.179.
that's what I
So
got.
you got
0.179, yeah.
okay.
And then 18, I put, we do not have sufficient evidence to reject the claim that all 3 hot dogs have the same mean sodium levels.
Yeah, that's what I think it is too.
Because the p-value is greater than alpha.
Yep.
We'll let you submit, Sean, and you tell us what the good word is.
And we failed. Just kidding. 1 second.
Got all of them wrong. Really, just an incredible job.
Yeah, you have to work hard to do that.
Mm-hmm.
All right. So number 4 is the only one that we got partially wrong. We got 0.33 points out of 1. The rest of them are all right. So that means one of those that we marked as correct is wrong. And the other one might need to be marked as right, but I'm really not sure.
Yeah.
I don't think the sample means have to be positive, because you could have a negative number on a sample mean.
You know, you're right. It's the F statistic that's always positive.
Okay.
So was
Well,
that
do you want
right?
to try to? Well, the variances
you're right, Susan.
are not necessarily equal, though.
Okay.
But the sample means don't all have to be positive. Sean, do you want to try to submit it like that? Take
I'm
away the
submitting it
sample
real
means
quick.
are all positive. Or
That's
Jerry
that's
can
good
submit
right
it.
there. That's 100%. So it is data in each group are normally distributed, and variances are equal in each group.
Oh, so they do have to be equal.
Yes.
Susan was right the first time.
Susan's always right.
I am not always right.
Anytime we
Hey,
disagree,
I have a last question on the last question. Okay, so we have 0.179, and then this is where I always screw up, is the wording. You know, because to me it's like the first and second one. It's almost like 1 and 2 say the same thing, doesn't it?
it is like
Yeah,
they
but
do.
You have to say fail to reject if we
Yeah.
do not have sufficient evidence. That's saying we fail to reject. We're not accepting it, but we're not saying it's not true either.
So it'd be the second one.
Yes.
Yeah, because the other one is way too. The first one is almost just way too, I guess, direct, right?
Mm-hmm. Yeah.
Okay.
Okay, guys, I am gonna head out. Sorry, we have dinner to head to. I haven't eaten since like noon. I'm a little hungry right now.
Oh,
So
yeah.
No worries. Well, I'm going to go ahead and stop the broadcast.